see all in my eyes. Enemies only can see my demise. Envision my downfall, it's not in my view. I only look up, I will not be subdued. Can never submit.
All right, I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck. Let's do it.
Okay, it's not working. It's not working. Switch southpaw. Now start counting. Switch starts, that's it. What we do in the gym. You know what you do in the gym. Be confident. That's it. Nice and smooth. Stay that way now.
Next time!
Come on, you're better than that. You've done all your work all the way through camp. I need you to focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on, you're getting back into this.
And back.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham, and here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
And here comes the Easton assassin, Larry Holmes, perhaps one of the most underrated and underappreciated heavyweight champions of all time. He's got plenty of power and one of the best jabs in the heavyweight division. The Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. He's so big and yet so light.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Easton, Pennsylvania, here is one of boxing's all-time greats, the heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Easton Assassin, introducing Larry Holmes. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Manchester, England, and standing at 6 feet 9 inches, here is a sensational heavyweight champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
Todd, I'm going to stay here till the end of the night. Because if you're a fight fan like me, this is what I live for.
No doubt about it. This was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. Here we go, round 1. Who's going to land the first big shot? You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Nice counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. How about that time counter shot? He threw a punch and just got countered. What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
Just see the nerves on a fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner, you've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. These punches coming from every angle. Caution is being thrown to the wind. You'd like to see more jabs. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent.
Get your mind back, get your focus back.
And there's the bell for round 2. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well done with that counter shot. Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
Nice counter. And he misses with that straight left. And he scores with the counter. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Back and forth they go. When are we going to see a jab from these two? The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
6. Get your rhythm back, then we go again.
3 shots. Keep smart.
And there's the bell to start round 3. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's a counter shot. Got him there. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Beautiful counter shot. Ooh, Larry Holmes just got dazed. Larry Holmes is going down and he's got to get up. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
Even I've got to see that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You are right.
10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
Get your mind on the job. Get
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. You think?
Back at it in round 4. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Good counter punching. Both men step back for just a moment. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Perfect counter shot. Nice counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Beautiful counter punch. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important.
Good round. I like that. I'm happy.
On to the fifth we go. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Punch, counter punch. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Missing with the hook. They're giving us a high-tempo show. Can't score with that jab. We're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he close you down.
Misses with the straight left. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Holmes in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's good.
That's it. Now breathe, breathe. Just get your breath.
And there's the bell for round 6. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. That jab misses. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
A perfect counter lands. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Nope, that jab not going to score. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Straight right just misses. Every time despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Holmes Holmes in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominance without a...
Get back out there and win the round.
And there's the bell to start round 7. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Insane action. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Those counter punches have to hurt. No rest for the weary. They exchange punches. Through the straight left, but it won't score. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they... And there's the bell for round 8. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
The straight right just misses. Just missed for that hook. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Good counter. And Tyson Fury just got clipped. The big fella might be in big trouble. Look even more dramatic in slow motion.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you still want to fight.
No surprise there, a unanimous decision.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.
him win the title. I don't have to think too heavy, I can remember. The city center's hella cold in the December. The roads that I'm from will turn you to a contender. I'm a Jean-Claude Van Damme, there's no surrender. You didn't know money when the bally meant this trallies up. When I'm saying money, I'm not talking about back here. It's funny how the tables turn. You're not Ricky Hatton. Tonight I have to... Let me put my body down.
Here we are, getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. Smoking Joe Frazier, only 6 feet tall even, 229 pounds, but he hits harder than any man alive. And up against him, big Larry Holmes, 6 foot 3 inches tall, and he tipped the scales at 226 pounds.
Remember, there's a shorter reach here, so now they have to slip inside and use the speed, use the proximity, and that timing to time off the long jab that comes in to jump over the top. It's about skills now. Skills will pay the bills.
Smoking Joe Frazier, Philadelphia's finest in the heavyweight division. There's no one quite like Smoking Joe. Here comes the Easton assassin, Larry Holmes. Dominated the heavyweight division in the early 80s. In fact, he went 48 fights before suffering his first defeat. Watch out for that very impressive jab.
Just take note, take note. Look at the reach. Look how much they're giving away in this fight.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, the Olympic gold medalist from Beaufort, South Carolina, the Hall of Famer from the golden era of heavyweights, a heavyweight champion of the world, Smoking Joe Frazier. Fighting out of the blue corner from Easton, Pennsylvania, here is one of boxing's all-time greats, the heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Easton Assassin, introducing Larry Holmes.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
I love this arena.
right.
I dream of places like this. I dream of fights like this. I dream of atmospheres like this, but it could only happen here.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. Here we go. Facing Joe Frazier, who won gold at the '64 Olympic Games. A swing and a miss with that jab. You don't want to trade shots. You're not going to see a lot of finesse and skills from this guy. He wants to bury his forehead in your chest and pound away.
You fight the Swarmer, you've got to protect everything. The body with the elbows, the head with the forearm. You've got to try and push them off balance because they will just stay in your face.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That jab doesn't score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And he misses with that jab. Better start respecting each other's punching power. It's all offense all the time. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Around now, relax, relax. There's 1, 2 straight down the middle. Just be smart. Just get your shots off and don't wait round. Good man.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
A typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move.
The flat-footed fighters, you've got a dancer out there in front of you. You've got to cut them off, cut the ring off, make the ring small, put them on the back foot, put them under pressure.
They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Right uppercut just off target. He threw a punch and just got countered. Nice counter shot. Not a lot of defense here at all. Good counter punch. It all comes down to what you can do on the inside.
You cannot beat a good old-fashioned long jab. Nobody can get past that.
You would not want to be hit by this guy. Trust me. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy.
And there's the bell for round 3. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Just misses with that jab. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. This is a battle royale between two heavyweight bombers. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? So much for boxing. This is a fight. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. Let him get back into this, you
Back at it in round 4. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
The straight right just misses. They exchange punches. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. That counter shot lands. Nice counter punch right up the middle. The perfect counter lands. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Look, misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. All 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a fight.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round.
Back into the fray here in round 5. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Incredible firepower from both of these heavyweights. Punch, counter punch. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Oh, Larry Holmes now in some real trouble. Disaster averted.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Nice counter. They both want a highlight reel knockout. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different?
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bo, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Nice work. Good round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy.
There's the bell for round 6. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
And he scores with the counter. throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you're going to get knocked out. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. A perfect counter shot. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go.
Just wanna find